Alright. We're back live. We're back live now, and welcome everybody to episode number 23 of Roll Dragon, where a bunch of us nerds sit down and play Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, hopefully without technical difficulties this episode. So, before anything, let's see if the intro is not gonna bug out on us, hopefully. Alright, and we're back with the intro. Somewhat lagging, but we're fine. Right. So, last we left off, Daken received a strange message from Angel leading to coordinates more or less northwest of Sadori. And Oh, there we go. There's Molly. Okay. And the party researched what seemed to be a lead towards who's pulling the strings in the background of the High Hell tournament itself. So, tonight, we start the day off with everyone coming into consciousness and just hearing strange cheers and music from outside. Daken and Isla, as both of you wake up, you kind of just see Mistfall just get up from where she was sleeping and just silently move her way into the library without a word. And before you can even fully wake up, you kind of see just Nico follow her into the library as well.
Oh, instead of Nico's.
Yeah. So, you kind of hear just some muffled talking from the library itself, and that's pretty much it. And, Amida, as you wake up, you see both Morgana and Nezes just kind of shuffle downstairs and just grab themselves a couple of drinks. As far as you can tell. And they don't seem to be worried about anyone else at this point in time, just relaxing and lounging about. So, as the morning starts, what do you choose to do?
I mean, we know there's a festival going on outside because we helped set that up.
Yeah.
Yep, indeed you do.
So the strange music is not so strange.
Yeah, but the music kind of seems unfamiliar to you than from the past few times the musicians have appeared around the city.
What do?
Yeah. If you guys want to meet up in the center of town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a reasonable plan.
Right. So, as you exit Nico's house, all your stuff in tow, pretty much, you kind of see some performers on the side as well. And all the stalls and all the circus things you've helped set up are still working. Not a hitch in sight. Axa, Amida, as you turn the corner from the Rusty Nook into the main road, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
22.
22, okay. From the corner of your eye, you see a familiar figure. Your body seems to freeze up as you see him. It's around you, it's less crowded than you saw him last. But you do see John Rico right there. About 100 feet away from you. Just looking at one of the stalls. Looking around. Dressed in the usual armor, but hood over his head. Even in the blazing hot heat you guys are going through right now. And Daken and Isla, as you guys are walking around in the festival, you do notice, you do off the side, you also notice just a few strange figures, like tiny little kids crowding around the card stall, the card merchant.
Children.
Yeah.
Children around the children's trading card.
Yep. So,
This is strange.
For adults.
Amida, what would you choose to do? There's barely anyone around, since the festival is more so down the city center, not around from where you are. But you do see a couple of people walking past you, and some few stalls being set up on the outskirts of it all as well. So, Amira, what do you choose to do?
How far is he?
About 100 feet.
Shit.
Okay. Alright. You see him kind of look around and not notice you at the moment, as he starts to walk a bit more so into the city center as well.
I want to follow him.
Are you trying to stealthily follow him or just straight up follow him?
Stealthily.
Alright, roll me a stealth check then, please.
27.
Okay. That's fine. You kind of fade into the background of the crowd, and you just weasel through a couple of groups, and you get about I want to say about 60 feet to him.
Okay.
As he's walking further into the city center, and he's about on the outskirts of the center of the square at the moment. So and you two are right now in the city center, I believe, like looking around the stalls now. So as the day keeps progressing, you see Janica just move more and more into the square. Do you choose to follow him into there as well and approach him, or?
I'll still follow him, but I won't exactly approach him yet.
Okay. So you kind of lead your way through into the city square as well. It's getting more crowded as you go in, so it is a bit easier for you to stealthily like move around through the crowd, but not to the point where it's causing a ruckus. And you do notice him going around into a weapon shop that's set up near one of the stalls, and just look around and just admire the craftsmanship, I guess you could say. As you can see, as you can look around you, it is a beautiful day, nothing out of the ordinary, and you do see some stalls around that you haven't seen before. You helped set up as well. Just nothing out of the ordinary for a festival like I should say. Same for you too. It's like it's a bit just, it's all over the place, but it is like more or less what you would expect from a festival at the moment. What do you choose to do?
What kind of weapon is he buying?
You kind of see him admire some axes, some great swords, and even some daggers, but not really particularly looking at any full weapon to buy. You just kind of see him admiring the craftsmanship on a lot of the weapons, not really just figuring out what to buy, pretty much.
And you said he's alone?
He's alone. Not you don't see any of the men that were at that time, from what you remember, around him at the moment.
Do we all see him, did you say?
At this point, yeah. Since now that you guys are moved into the city center, all four of you, John Rico included, you do kind of see. You do kind of see that Amida is kind of sneaking through and blending into the background.
Right.
Right. So, Isla, do you approach Amida or?
Yeah, I want to go see what.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna like go through the crowd, following her.
Right, yeah, that's completely fine. It's a bit, it's crowded enough, like, in the city center for you to, like, not get noticed by John Rico as a, like, suspicious figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you approach Amida and?
Amida, what are you up to?
She's just gonna look at Isla and tell her to shush.
Isla just puts her hand over her mouth, like, what? It's like...
She's just gonna point to John Rico and
Alright.
just make sure that Isla's silent.
Right, so as she does, Isla, you see a hobgoblin figure with more or less a black scar leading from one of his like down the middle of his cheek up through his eye, with his eye completely blacked out into his forehead, with a burn. It looks like more or less of a burn scar, but it seems unnatural. His hair seems to be more or less grown out and just covering both sides of his face and both sides of his back of his head, and just flowing down as he has his hood up. His armor looks pretty bulky, even from what you can see is leather armor, with some battle damage across it as well. He looks like an older hobgoblin at this point, but still in prime shape for battle. So, as time passes, you kind of see him move from stall to stall to stall, just kind of chilling, I guess. And I presume, Daken, you're with Isla and Amida at this point as well.
Yes, that is a fair assumption to make.
Right. So as the day again progresses, you just kind of see him walk around a bit, and okay. As he approaches one of the magical item shops, he kind of turns back to the crowd, and Amida and Isla, all three of you actually roll me a stealth check, please.
Shit.
If you're trying to stay hidden from his sight.
Where is that? 25.
Jesus.
18.
Okay.
14.
14 total or natural 14?
Total.
Okay. you kind of see his gaze focus towards you, Isla. You kind of see him grumble a bit, reaching his the bag he has on his side, pull out 2 gold coins, give him to the merchant, and start slowly turning around, fully focused on you, Isla, just walking towards you, and in more or less of a furious manner. Just his face is turning sour by the second, just marching towards you, kind of like more or less the crowd of people just starting to part from his footsteps alone.
Giving him a pathway to...
Oh, can I pull her out of the way?
I'm gonna say at this point, since he's like marching towards all the 3 of you, but focusing his gaze purely on Isla, I'm gonna say you guys can make a run for it, but this will probably cause him to just bolt it as well.
I think at the moment Isla like locked eyes with him, and she's just frozen in place. Like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, because I want to take him away from the crowd.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you guys gonna do as this hobgoblin is just marching towards you?
You wanna run to a more secluded area?
I think that would be nice.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So are all 3 of you just bolting out of the city center at this point?
I guess so.
I'm
All
like,
right.
As they start to bolt, I'm kind of like turning, still like locked eyes with him, and then I just suddenly just run along with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom.
All right. 1 sec. So as you guys just start to run for it, at the corner of your eye, before you just completely bolt it, Isla, you just see his face just kind of go confused to angry in a matter of a split second, and just bolt it after you guys. Just sword in, more or less great sword in hand at this point.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna take out mine as well and get ready.
All right. So all right. Let me pull up the map as well, there quick. I believe I pinned it in discussion. I'm not sure.
It'll be my regular greatsword too. My bad.
Right, no worries. Right. I don't believe I pinned it actually. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so hold on. All right, yeah. But yeah, as you guys just bolt through into like a more where are you guys going at the moment? More towards the Rusty Nook, or like into more of a shanty town kind of area of the city? Like where are you guys heading at the moment?
I guess just to anywhere that's like safe, I suppose.
I'm gonna go on the fair assumption that we're following Amida at this point.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess like wherever there's the least amount of people.
Okay, so you guys are heading like more or less on the opposite side of the Rusty Nook, more towards the outer gates, leading into the more or less the shanty town on the border of the wall. It will take a bit of time for you guys to run. So I will say, all 3 of you roll me an acrobatics check to see how well you guys just try to like run the distance.
23.
18.
All
Where do I
right.
find the acrobatics?
It's under skills.
It's the top skill. You have +4 on it.
Oh, okay, cool. It's 19 plus 4, 23.
19, lovely, yeah. So all of you guys just
23.
23, lovely. So all of you guys just make it through, about halfway through, and you see him kind of. You see, like if you look back, you kind of see Jonico grasp his burnt eye and just kind of stumble a bit, but then like keep marching through. Not necessarily running, but just waddling towards you guys. And
Oh my god.
Old
okay,
man.
then all right.
Oh,
As you guys are running, he kind of just like... He kind of stumbles a bit, collapses to the ground a bit, just grasps himself, but then just uses his sword to like stand up, and as a second wind just rushes towards you all at a new speed that you guys have not seen from an old hobgoblin. And you guys are around like the shantytown area, like these like around the border of the wall, and you guys just see that these houses are more or less just run down and abandoned.
Oh, okay, cool.
At the moment, so you don't really see any immense differences from them, but yeah. You guys are more or less on like the coastal area, like on the the shantytown is more or less around the corner of like the sea, on like the top right corner of the map of Segni. So, it is about 20-30 minutes past of you guys just running non-stop and approaching the wall, and he catches up to you guys about 2 minutes afterwards and just points his sword to Isla, tired, clutching his eye. Why are you staring at me?
I'm not staring at you, you're staring at me.
She's not wrong.
And
Sorry, buddy.
And Amida, as you say that,
Motherfucker. Fuck.
he kind of turns to you. You. I remember you too well.
She smiles and waves. See, your eyes looking better.
You are a sight to behold, eh? I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance.
What?
That's not very nice.
You two stay out of this.
You're grounded. Shit.
Thank you, Isla. Out of character, thank you, Isla.
Alright. So you kind of see him approach you closer. And with his good eye, he drops his hand from his bad eye as well. And you see him just kind of look down towards you. And as you further inspect the burnt eye, you see that his iris is still working. He's definitely not blind in that eye. It just hurts like hell.
Oh, so I didn't blind you.
Please, this is not your doing.
Who did that to you, buddy?
Oh, you're so wholesome, you sweet innocent girl.
Oh dear. Well, if you guys know the champion of the High Hell tournament, then
Dad?
his face just kind of drops at you saying that.
That's my dad!
It's my daddy.
Yes.
Excuse you and your entire race?
That's not very nice, is it?
Who says I'm nice?
Oh, clearly not you.
He grabs his sword more with his other hand as well. You watch yourself, boy. I can cut you in half and have no remorse.
You know, I don't doubt it.
And by the way, Daken, he is a bit he is rather large, so he is around your height. So you and him are like staring neck and neck at this point.
Ah, nice.
And he just reaches his sword down to your chin. Like up to your chin pretty much, and just lifts it up like that.
Down.
Can you not?
Amida's gonna approach him and well, she's got her sword out and threatens him to, like, I would suggest stepping away from my friends now.
Isla's gonna probably do the same.
I don't think
like,
it's a
"Get
I
away
don't think
from
it's
my
a I don't think it's a good idea to piss him off even more. I will say that right now.
He's holding a sword up to your neck. Come on.
So you say you have friends, girl.
I've been impaled before. This isn't anything new.
Isn't that interesting? Your whole family dies and you still see solace in other people.
What?
You see her kind of freeze.
You're one hell of an interesting specimen. Shame
Oh, no, the chief's frozen. That's unfortunate.
You just kind of see him like kind of belly laugh at your statement, Daken. The chief.
See, we're getting to know each other better. We're causing communication, humor. I like it.
Daken, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
Well, end of your tribe then, as he swings the sword from Daken's chin towards you, Amida. Everybody roll for initiative, please.
Shit.
You're all very welcome. I helped.
8.
That's a 17.
24.
Alright.
Oh, I need this.
Oh, Jesus, that was almost a nat 20. Okay. Alright.
I do apologize.
Right, so, 25 to 20?
Me.
24. Amida.
22.
Amida, Isla.
8.
And Daken?
17.
Okay. And there we go. Right, so. Hold on one sec, gotta change up the music a bit. There we go. So, as the sword just strikes down Amida. Oh, okay. I assume, hold on. Shit. Okay, fuck. It's so tough doing this shit on like a fucking like split screen.
That was
Alright.
good.
You're good.
I'm assuming a 29 hits.
Thought a commit? Yeah, it does.
Right. So, as the sword just grabs, like moves from Daken's chin towards you, he just slices down the middle of your body, pretty much, just gashing through. And that is going to be 1 sec. That is 4.
Huh. You seem useful now.
Damage towards you as he slices you down.
How much?
17 points of damage, and he grabs the sword again and tries to strike you once more, Amida. And that is a 31 to hit. I assume that hits.
It's.
Yeah, and that is gonna be another. Jesus Christ, I'm rolling well on this dice. Okay.
I mean, it's gonna die. Big sad.
That is another 19 points of damage from that second attack.
Okay.
So, that was a surprise round. Amira, what do you choose to do? Top of the round.
I'm fucking dying. Let me see.
So,
This isn't good. I'm going to take out. What do I?
Attack.
you said you're using your regular greatsword at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I have my great sword, regular great sword, and I'll pull up my other sword too, for dual weapon fighting, and
Right.
I'll go ahead and I'll use improved blade song on both.
All right. Yeah,
I'll
I'll allow it.
And I'll attack him along with like an extra attack.
Right. So, using your first action to attack, then bonus action to attack again.
Yes.
All right. Roll for both hits.
How to math?
Plus 11.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that and one more. I got a 29 and a 27.
Both hit. Roll for damage.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Where's my dice? Wrong one.
Okay. Let me actually pull out some more dice as well on my end. Okay, I need to pull out more dice on my end because, like, I know I have more damage than that.
While you guys are swinging, this, I'll be right back.
No worries. There we go. That's the second d6 I needed. Okay. Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm adding up everything.
All the damage in one go, yeah, that's fine.
All good in the hood.
For both attacks. No worries.
Oh shit,
Right.
almost forgot. Sorry, brain.
You're fine, you're fine. Take your time.
So in total with everything, including
Both attacks.
I'm gonna assume I'm including fire damage too.
Yeah.
That's going to be 53 points of damage.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
53.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, as you swing down your both of your swords, in kind of an X formation, you just kind of see a burning gash through his chest. And he kind of just stumbles back a couple steps, forces himself through the pain, and you just see him just tense all of his muscles up as he stumbles a bit down. I see you learned a few tricks while I was gone. Interesting. Right, so, next up, Isla. What do you choose to do?
Oh. I'm a bit pissed off that he injured my twin and that he held a sword up to my boyfriend's neck. So I think I'll probably, if I can, get a weapon out. I'm trying to see which ones I have.
Right. I do believe
If
you
I
still...
could.
I do believe AJ
the
did
long
give
sword
you the
of
long
souls.
sword, yeah. I believe AJ did
Yeah.
give you the long sword.
Yeah.
It does exist indeed.
Yeah.
That is it. The Araran sword that I have.
Yeah.
The long sword of souls from the tattoo.
Oh hell yeah! I'm getting that.
Right. So as you just summon your sword to your hand, you just kind of see all three, you both also hear just an unearthly scream as come forth from the sword itself as Isla just summons it from her tattoo.
Why is it screaming?
Jesus
You,
Christ.
you just hear just an unearthly scream of like at least 100 voices at once, just as she summons the sword. So
Holy me.
do you
God.
do you choose to attack, Isla?
Yeah.
Right. Roll a d20 and add your 2 hit dice on D&D Beyond. all your 2-hit modifier.
Where's that? Sorry again.
On the column with the sword, under your actions, it's melee weapon, Lost Sword of the Souls, reach, and then plus blank to hit, and then your damage after that one as well.
Okay.
It's got 5 foot reach.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
19
Plus
natural 19 hits. Go roll for damage.
Yeah. 16.
16 plus.
I don't know. Dan, could you get it up?
Wait, what are we looking at now?
The damage.
Oh, you need to roll. It says 1d8 plus 4 slashing or 1d10 slashing.
Are you using one hand or two hands at the moment?
2.
Two, so it's 1d10.
That's 1d10 then. That's the spherical one with the 0 on it that has with like the triangle.
Yeah. That's it's. Yeah, since it's adamantite.
It's like this one.
Yeah, it's like this one. Yeah, it's like the diamond kind of one.
Oh, the diamond one, yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll that one, and if you roll the 0, that's 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 2 on that one.
So that's 6.
Yeah, 6 points of damage. Yeah, that's fine.
This weapon deals an extra 2d12 slashing and 2d10 necrotic damage.
2d12 slashing. Yeah. So roll another 2d12.
That's
for extra damage.
It's got a little bit bigger numbers than d20.
11.
And
Do I roll it again, sorry?
yeah,
9.
that's
11.
20. That's 20 slashing.
Yeah, another
And then
20.
you roll the and then you need to roll the d10 twice as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And a 5.
All right. So
That's
another additional 25 points of damage. Slice through, and as the radiant light shines through again, you kind of see just his flesh just rot from the back as you slice it through with both hands. And he just kind of flinches. Oh yeah, give me more. And as he just turns around, and Daken, what do you choose to do? Your turn.
Come, Ka!
So you summon the Badzerai.
I summon Snake Boy.
Interesting.
Come out, my friend. Come to play.
Crap, not him.
Oh yeah, no,
Alright.
I noticed as well when reading him. He has damage resistance to bulljoing, piercing, and slashing.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. That okay? I can't read. That's an L before the U there. Thank you. Bludgeoning,
Yeah.
piercing, and slashing. He's got resistance, and he's a sword fighter. We're fighting. So come, Snake.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you open the Mafuba jar, the green arcane energy just swirls from outside of it, and you just see this. You see just this Badzerai just kind of unearth itself, and his entire form just smash onto the ground. It's actually gonna make 2 attacks against Janriko,
Yes, it does.
and it's gonna use its hideous laughter. So, I believe the DC is 15. So that is a natural 18. So it succeeds the hideous laughter saving throw, and it's gonna use its bite twice against it. So. Go ahead and roll to hit for me, please. On the Badzerai.
Oh,
That
it's
is
a plus 6 to hit.
It's a plus 6, 10 reach, and yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, holy shit. That
Nice.
yeah. So you can go. So roll for damage and double dice roll.
Let's have a look here. 10d6 damage.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. 10d6. We got 5, 9, 11. That's 3. 12. 15. 21. That's 6. 24, 27, 28, 30. Yeah, one more.
Alright.
31.
31, and that's doubled for the nat 20, innit?
Yeah, so 62.
62 points of damage.
And he has to make a DC 15 con save, and on a failed one, he suffers 3d6 poison damage.
Right. Con save
Wait.
DC what, sorry?
15.
15. That is a natural 4. And his con save is... One sec. Ability saves and senses, and his con save is plus 10. So that is a 14, so he fails.
That's a fail. So 3d6 poison damage.
3d6.
Yes.
Roll that damage.
3. That's 8. And 12.
An additional 12 points of damage, so that is a total of 73 points of
Yes.
damage for the first attack.
That's for the first attack.
You have another one.
Hell yeah.
Snake boy!
Hell yeah.
That's
So I gotta-
snake.
Roll to hit, and then roll for damage if he hits.
That's a plus 6, 22.
That hits. Yeah, roll for damage. Holy shit.
Alright, we gotta go to 10 again. I'm just gonna write them down as I go so I don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So that's 6. 3. 1. 3. 4. 6. 4. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more. 3. 4. That's 37 points of damage and another con save.
All right, 37. An additional 37 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, a sec. Right. So another con save.
Yeah.
Alright.
DC 15.
So that is an 18. So that succeeds.
Yeah. So no damage on a successful save.
Right. So, as you summon the Batzerai, you kind of see the form, his form just drop on the ground. Look at the hobgoblin, grab him with its teeth, lift him up to the air, just toss him up, chomp him down in the air, and just slam him between its teeth. Grab him in its mouth again and drop him onto the ground. Now,
Good.
Janiko is fell prone, so your next attack.
What was that? Hello? Hello? What happened?
Repeat that?
Janiko has now fallen prone.
Okay.
Yes.
So, now on the next attack, you will be... so on the next attack, you'll have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
So, what do you choose to do? That was about Zerai's turn. You still have your turn, Dan.
Oh,
Alright, it's my
shit.
turn. Oh, it's my turn now, right.
He's looking pretty rough, like almost on the verge of death from that from that Batzerai attack.
I want to second level Kamehameha him.
All right, go ahead.
That's for you. That's a dex save.
That's a dex save. What's the DC?
17.
Dex save 17. That is a natural 1.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's 2d10. No, actually it's second level, so it's 3d10.
3d10.
If I'm a d10, there's my d10. Alright. Let's see. Oh, that's 10. Nice.
Max damage, okay.
18, and that's 26.
26. That's so in total, during your turn, with the Batzerai included, you dealt 126 points of damage.
I'm so proud of you.
I love my little big boy.
So,
Oxymorons.
so as you charge up your Kamehameha, you just completely unleash the full force of it, and the beam of energy just kind of courses through its body, and you see, and you just fully. Alright, apply changes, come on, alright. And you just see his body just convulse in the radiant energy, being swallowed up by it.
Are we talking perfect cell versus go on here?
More or less just like you don't see his body evaporate, but you just see all of his muscles just convulse as he just screams in pain. And as you launch the Kamehameha, you kind of overshot it as well with your attack and blew through 3 buildings in consequence.
That's my bad.
And as you dropped the Bazera, it squished a building, but from your luck, all of them were abandoned. So no one was hurt in the process.
That's why I summoned him, because I knew that like everything.
Yo, Kaylee with the freaking 500 biddies. Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Auntie Kaylee. Hell yeah. Right. So.
So, question: is he dead?
He's looking like so close to death. 1 HP. Because of relentless rage.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing.
Let me at him.
So, it is now John Rico's turn.
Fuck.
You can after he's been almost blown to bits.
Like question.
Mm-hmm.
Since he was knocked prone and then like completely worn out, am I able to opportunity attack him? Question mark.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Freaking.
Hey.
Auntie Kaylee with the 5 gifted tier 1 sub.
My lord, thank you. But yeah.
Shout out.
Hell yeah, but you kind of just see him. Okay, 1 sec. Gotta just 126.
All the love is appreciated.
Yeah, 100%.
We got the UTOM love in the chat, everybody, for those who have access
Hell
to it.
yeah, my dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And as he stands up, he uses half of his movement to stand up, and just kind of looks around. You kids aren't dumb. I can see that. I concede.
But you forfeit.
It's kind of obvious I don't want to die.
Well, why did you challenge her to begin with? You know who she actually...
Oh, fuck it. He kind of
Thanks,
seemed just
Daken.
like you kind of
You're welcome.
see his
I'm
veins
giving you an
convulse on his
opportunity.
forehead. You kind of just see his veins convulse on his forehead, and he grabs his greatsword and just lunges at you, Daken.
Yay.
Oh,
That is
fuck.
gonna be
Daken.
that is gonna be 19. Does that hit?
That hits.
All right. That'll be 1 sec. All right, 1 second. Gotta double check. Right. All right, cool. 1 sec. All right, yeah. That is 10 points of damage for the first attack. And he's gonna swing his sword at you again in just blinding rage at this point.
He is pissed off.
That is a 15.
I have an AC of 15.
So that succeeds, because it has to be the AC or above to succeed.
Okay, so it's equal to or above. Okay.
Equal
Good.
or above, yeah. So
Need to know.
so it succeeds pretty much. So that's another. Okay, so that is a 16 points of damage on the second attack.
1 sec. Applying it. Apply change. There you go.
Right. So he is looking pretty rough, but he's just pissed off completely, looking at you as well. you kind of see just sweat drop, like sweat just kind of run down his face, and he's just like, as he's slashing you through your chest and in an X formation as well, kind of ripping your clothes a bit. And
you ripped my fucking coat.
The coat.
And he just kind of adjusts himself with the greatsword on the ground. Don't piss me off, kid.
You ripped my fucking coat.
Alright, Amida, your turn.
Oh, hell yeah.
You get the honor of killing him. He ripped my fucking coat.
All of you are, I want to say, all of you are pretty much about 20 feet apart at this point, and the Bazera is just kind of like looming over you guys.
He's just chilling.
I love my boy.
Yeah, he was your boy. You dealt 126 damage.
Yo, Amida, real quick.
Yo.
When you kill him, can the snake eat him?
Yes.
Alright, cool. You hear that call? That's food.
Okay, so regular attack, extra attack, and because of actions, I'm gonna do food.
Amida, he's got 1 HP. All you need to do is drop him dead so the snake can eat him.
True.
Daken has the power to break the fourth wall, remember?
Yeah, that's fine. Right, so, are you just choosing to
Okay.
attack once? Or...
I'm gonna use regular attack, extra attack, and I have action surge, which lets me use an additional action, and I want to use it to attack.
Yeah, lovely. Using your fighter skills, I see. Cool.
Yep.
So, roll to hit.
It's time, fellas.
I'm just trying to give my snake some food.
It's okay, he'll get food.
Tom?
Huh? What?
There you are.
Yeah, I'm like, again, I fixed
Okay.
my mic so I'm like dead quiet. If I don't
That's
talk.
Okay, 22. Natural
Yeah.
20.
Oh my.
26.
Oh, Jesus.
Just for the shits and giggles, roll the damage, but in no shape or form is he gonna survive this. So I'm just gonna say roll the damage and I'll explain what happens.
Got it.
Just for shits and giggles, roll the damage for the first attack. Straight rolls plus your modifier. Second attack, roll everything, double your dice rolls, then add your modifier. And then action surge attack, roll your shit like normal.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, considering
Also-
you're doing 3 attacks.
And does your sword still have a flame song thing?
He's still on fire.
Yeah, he's still on fucking fire.
Jesus.
So, oh god. So just for shits and giggles, roll the damage, pretty much. Because at this point, like, you completely eviscerated him at this point.
My snake just wanted some food.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, I'll explain what happens, just roll the damage.
One. I'm trying to do bad.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Just for this is for shits and giggles. No worries.
So what's everyone else doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. I'm just trying to feed my boy, you know.
Oh my god.
Hey Daken, if it makes you feel any better, I saw some really annoying kids around the corner. Maybe your snake can have some of that.
Jesus, Isla, what's wrong with you?
Isla!
They threw a ball at me!
Wait, they threw a what?
They threw a ball.
They threw a bowl?
A ball! B-A-L-L.
They threw a ball at you.
Yeah. So playing football.
And
So I think it
because
was an accident, but still.
and because
you know,
they
it's
kicked the
fine.
ball and it hit you,
Yeah.
you want my snake to eat an entire
Gaggle of kids.
a cornucopia of kids.
I don't know.
Jesus. Y'all were getting at me because the snake by accident out of my chest ate a baby, and now you want him to murder an entire gaggle of kids?
Listen.
Well, if you're trying to get on his good side, you're definitely definitely helping.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't want him to eat me.
Oh my goodness.
We've already made this established agreement. You're not allowed to be eaten.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so how much damage?
In total, I did 102 damage.
Hey.
Holy fuck.
Keep in mind this
Safe to
poor.
say, I think he
Keep in
might
mind
be
that this
dead.
poor sot had 1 HP.
Right, so.
You're more than welcome, by the way, for the 120 from before.
Thanks.
126, yes.
26. Close enough.
So, as you grab both your swords, you kind of, Daken, as you see his lumbering body just kind of turn a little bit back towards Amida after striking you twice, you kind of just see both of Amida's swords just emerge on the other side of his body.
Well,
And you just see,
right?
you just see, and Amida, you just see flames just emerge from your sword and engulf his body. You lift him up into the air, and you wind him up again and just toss him into the air, and you just kind of see his entire body just explode in a manner of flame. You just kind of see muscles and viscera just escape his body as the bodily fluids just turn to steam even before the snake can get his food.
You burnt my snake's food.
So,
I assume we're out of initiative now?
out of initiative now, yes, indeed. So, with the killer of your village now dead. The Badzera is still around, and he kind of looks a bit disappointed.
Of course he's disappointed. I promised him food.
And as you saw the body just come being eaten into the air and just explode in a viscera of fire, you kind of just see the snake look around, and 3 buildings are destroyed where Daken launched his Kamehameha. Another building is crushed under the Badzerai, and there's just smoke and viscera dropping to the ground as you completely demolished this person.
Well, I guess we have to dive into the chest then, see if I can find some food, because I promised you something to eat.
The children are still on the other side of the building.
We're not killing the children! Jesus!
Okay.
Children, huh?
There you go.
Isla.
You want some car?
Excuse me, what did you call me?
Oh yeah, we forgot to disclose this. I kind of figured since, like, you're a companion, kind of, we gave you a name, so we can relate more.
Interesting. I'll accept it for now. It's not a big deal.
Great. So, from now on, I will refer to you as Ka. It's written K-A-A.
Alright, lovely.
Great. Anyway, bust out the chest. Let's have a look in here.
Right, as you look inside your chest, everybody roll me a perception check, please.
I love the bots. I love the bots said I asked the DM.
Fucking hell. Just kill me now.
Perception check, you said.
No, just everyone, you roll me a perception check, please.
Oh, I love perception because I have advantage on that shit.
22.
Oh, that's a nat 20. I don't need to roll another one.
Nice.
Right, Isla?
Oh, I rolled a 3 plus.
Your perception is +6. That's a 9.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so Hold on, one sec. I'm dropping like mad frames at the moment, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I think I'm back. I think we're back from lag. Cool. Lovely. Right, so Amida 23,
22.
22, Daken natural 20, and Isla 9.
9.
A bit after Daken, you just come up to the chest. Like, you take out the chest out of your bag. You kind of just look around and you kind of just see a little kid just peering out from like the corner of like of another abandoned building. It looks like a little Kenku kid, like a little crow baby. It doesn't look older than 6 years old in human age. But it looks scared.
Understandably so. This entire place has been ripped to shreds.
You're just gonna hear some bird squawks up from the corner of the building as well. Isla, you're too concentrated on the blood and gore that just happened in front of you to notice, or even hear the little squawks from this little crow baby. So, you just see the little Kenku just kind of turn around, and what do you choose to do? Like around the corner of the building, it's just like.
Is there any sign of literally anything or anyone else?
At this point, everyone is too concentrated on the fair, on the Lumiere festival in the center of town. You guys are on the outskirts of town, so this kid is like one of the only people around the shanty part of the city that you guys know of. Pretty much.
Did I find anything in my chest? Some food for the snack.
Oh my god.
Roll intelligence check, please.
Intelligence, okay. Check. That is a 16.
16, yeah. You pull out like a slab of pork and toss it to the snake. The Batzeri just gobbles it up, no issue.
Well, I promised you some food. I was gonna give you the guy, but you know.
It's fine, don't worry. Just put me back in the jar, I need some sleep.
Alright, I'm glad we're both...
Yeah.
Back down.
Okay, so yeah, just roll the appropriate damage for the Mafuba as well for you.
Oh yeah, right, that's I believe that's like a D10, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's a D10, yeah. Just one D10.
Yeah, 1D10. Oh wait, that's not a D10. That's the D100. That's the one.
D100.
That's a 3.
Yeah, just take 3 points of damage after the Mafuba.
There we go. Back in the jar he goes.
Yeah. So you kind of just see the little Kenku kid just kind of turn around the corner of the building, and there seems to be no adults, like in at least another 100 feet radius from you guys.
Should we, like, bring him back to city center?
Can I slowly approach him?
Yeah. You slowly approach him, and the kid just kind of looks fearful, but still kind of doesn't scurry away per se.
I'm gonna put my sword away and just like
Swords,
hold out my hand. Yes, sword, thank you.
And turn off the fire, obviously.
Yeah, that too.
Right. So as you put him away, you kind of see. And just look at you with like brighter eyes. And it doesn't seem to be speaking common at all. More or less than just squawks. And what do you choose to do? with this. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You.
As you approach the little Kenku baby.
Can I like pull out a little bit of my rations and then like give it to him?
Alright, yeah, okay. As you pull out the rations and just like hold your hand out with them, you see the little kid just kind of, the eyes just beam even more and just swallow all the bits you had in one, just like one big peck, just from your hand.
Baby.
But it looks, after it eats, it kind of looks around. And it looks down. And as he looks around the buildings, and you just see, it kind of just stares at the buildings, like being smushed and blown through. Pretty much by the Kamehameha, and it just kind of looks around a bit more and sits down on the floor, on the ground, just like.
Amida's gonna look towards Daken and Isla and just go, we should bring him back.
That's what I said.
Sorry.
Tuning it out, yeah.
I reckon we should bring him back to C-Center, see if we can maybe find like his parents or something. Its parents.
Yeah.
Can I keep him?
We'll have to look at that, depending on if we find parents or not.
Okay.
Right. So, as you guys had this conversation, you just kind of see this little bird baby just kind of scuttle away a little bit in towards the direction of the building that Batzere smushed.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this, Chief.
And as it squawks a bit more, you just kind of see its beak open, and in a perfect mimicry of Daken's voice, it just kind of says, "Sorry."
Oh. It can copy me. That's adorable.
We don't need to.
And it starts to point at Isla and says, again in a perfect mimicry of Daken's voice, "Adorable."
This
That's why
thing
I
knows. This thing knows.
Aww.
This thing knows.
This is why I want to keep him.
We can't keep him if we find its parents.
I love him.
Parents. Again in perfect like mimicry of Daken's voice. Again, just parents.
Can you point?
Okay, yeah, let's go find his parents.
Can you point in the direction of where your parents are?
Oh.
Tom disappeared, I think.
No, he didn't say anything.
No, the kid just kind of shrugs, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't know.
Yeah, he just.
We'll take him into city center. We'll have a look around, and if we don't find anyone, you can keep him, Milo.
Yay!
Right. So.
Oh yeah, Chief. How you feeling?
She kind of just like, she's just quiet for the most part.
Understand there's something heavy, but it isn't. Doesn't it feel like a weight off of your shoulders has kind of been lifted?
I'd rather talk about it later.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right. So, how do you choose to like escort the kid to the city center? Holding hands or just carrying the baby? Because it is pretty relatively tiny.
Isla, do you want to carry the child?
Yes, I do want to carry a child.
And in Isla's voice, carry.
Hell yeah.
Don't need to tell me twice.
He's mine.
Yeah, so as you just like grab the little kenku, you just kind of as you just kind of he kind of lays its beak on your shoulder, Isla.
I love him.
And as you clutch onto him, you kind of feel like some feathers on the back of its head, and just like nyeh.
Oh.
So as you carry the baby into the city center, pretty much you don't see any other kenko around, but you do see like the usual spread of citizens, like warforged elves, dark elves, like the pretty much the usual you've seen around Sagni. Dwarves. Strangely, again, no kenku. Ordinary as well. Hello?
Does anybody know this Kenku baby?
Everybody roll me a perception check to see if you can spot anyone out of familiar, pretty much.
Okay.
Perception.
I guess Discord just didn't want to work there. Nice.
I guess not.
I rolled a 24.
24.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Isla?
6 plus 5, 11.
Okay. So, usually, again, the more perceptive ones, as Isla, you're more focused on petting and taking care of the baby, and scratching its little feathers. At one of the, neither of you, Amida or Daken, seem to notice anyone around like the main crowds. Around the stalls or anything, but you do notice a little bit ways away, a cloaked figure, just kind of hunched down and sleeping with a bottle of ale next to them.
Okay. Can I approach?
Yeah.
Right. As you approach, you don't see it. Again, it's not a kenku, sadly. As you approach it, you don't see any kenku features like any crow, but strangely.
Strangely, what?
Strangely, no features of a kenku, but an absence of a nose, but instead of just two slits in its face, kind of like a snake-like. So you do, Amida, you do recognize this to be a Yuan-Ti pureblood. Neither of you, Daken or Isla, know what race this creature is. It just, like, from its face, it looks like a snake person, more or less.
What are you?
I don't think that's the most polite thing to ask to someone who's passed out with a bottle of booze next to them.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hi.
What are you? You're so nice, Isla.
What are
And you kind of just see the cloak figure just kind of look up at you, Isla. What are you? I don't seem to see any high elves around the city often, eh? Kind of grabs the booze, chugs it.
Now you have seen one.
Good point. What are you here bothering me for? I was having a nap.
I apologize, sir. We were looking for a potential Kenku family, parents.
You don't see any Kenku around even Sadori often, so I'm surprised you found a little baby here.
Do you have any idea where the parents might possibly be?
Shit if I know. He chugs the ale bottle again.
Well, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, sir.
Actually, hold on. Check by the southeast docks. I've heard that there have been new arrivals. New arrivals of something, I would know what, coming into town recently for trades.
Southeast docks. Thank you for your time.
Should be around left of Stride docks, if I'm not mistaken. Cheers to you guys. Chugs,
Thank you, and I'm
chugs his ale
sorry I
again.
was.
Right, so as you guys make your way through into the docks, you don't really see any Kenku as well, but you do notice more of a collection of Goliaths than anything else at the moment. Just these massive, muscular, pale skin. Like, imagine just Kratos from the first God of War, but even bigger. They're actually bigger than you, Daken. They're about 9 to 10 feet tall.
You guys are very suddenly very small in these parts.
And you just see them lugging like 5 crates at a time from a massive cargo ship at the edge of where you guys can see. They seem to be loading it all up in just what seems to be massive for you guys, but average for the Goliaths, like a cart, pulled by what seems to be like they hooked up with like 5 bison.
Can I see if I like spot like a big like head honcho type of leader person?
Yeah, you do notice a bit of a military dress kind of Goliath that seems to be on like the shorter side than the workers, around your size, about 7 feet. And you see him more military in kind of a general status attire more than anything else.
Can I approach him?
Yeah. What do you choose to say? First of all.
Hello, General?
Yeah, what's up? Oh, interesting. Haven't seen a Twiley in ages.
I will say you're the first Goliath. Well, all of you would be the first Goliaths I've met.
Interesting. Your kind are sturdy warriors from what I can see. Alright, what do you need me for?
I was just wondering, you haven't happened to see a, race is standing really still in my head right now. What is this, baby? Kenku. You haven't happened to see any Kenku around here? Possibly adults? We're kind of looking for some parents to a little baby.
Kenku. I haven't seen any Kenku for at least 20 years. So it's a surprise you guys found a little baby here. I'm not sure where his parents are, but I haven't seen any Kenku around as well around these parts. It is an interesting find indeed. He kind of gives a bit of a look-see around Isla's shoulder into the to look at the Kenku baby's face. And at this point, like as you guys just keep walking around with it, the Kenku's just falling asleep as you're carrying him, Isla. And he's just kind of on your shoulder, and he kind of looks at the Kenku a bit. The kid looks young. It's strange. I've only known that Kenku raise their kin for as long as they're adults. So it's strange to even see a baby away from his parents as well. Huh. I've got no idea, kid. Trust me.
We kind of found him in like this shady area of town, but there were no one else around.
Huh. I'll tell you what. You kind of see his face just turn to like, wait. You're Daken, aren't you?
Okay, that'll be correct, sir. How do you know my name?
I've heard of the tale of a party of adventurers called the Shadow Wolves, from where I come from.
That's a cool name. I've never heard of that name, but that sounds cool.
There's only half of you now. Where are the rest of you?
Oh, I believe one is studying somewhere, and I don't know where the other two are.
Interesting, interesting. Well, it's nice to see that a legendary tale has come true and I can get to meet you guys when you were younger here, eh?
Do allow can I allow you to fill us in a little bit more? Because like you this intrigues me probably way more than it does you, because I've never heard of this. I haven't even heard of the name Shadow Wolves before, but apparently that's something.
Trust me, you guys are a myth at best from where I come from. But I've only heard of the band of adventurers called the Shadow Wolves save a bunch of people from a calamity long ago. But I guess it was long in the future? Because you guys seem younger than the tales describe.
Question: Do you know how long ago you showed up here?
You kind of just see him, like think about it. I came to the docks like a day ago to unload a new shipment of military goods for the king. That's pretty much it.
No. The first time you showed up here.
Again, this is my first time on this island.
And because the thing was, we kind of, well, I'm not really from here at all. I used to be a student at a dual academy.
Never heard of it.
That is my point. One very tragic day, a lot of stuff happened. I was thrown into some sort of portal, and next thing I know, I woke up here. So
Never heard of it.
I suspect that we've been pulled from alternate timelines, different parts in time, to be gathered here.
Interesting.
Hence why I was curious if you remember where you're from and how you got here.
Well, I do know where I was born, but I've been adventuring for so long. I'd rather not disclose that information even to, I guess, someone who's been heralded as a myth among adventurers. I don't want to risk my family getting in danger, I guess.
Oh no, by no worries. I'm sorry if I troubled you.
Don't worry about it. And he kind of lays a hand on your shoulder, and kind of looks you dead in the eye. I know you'll do good, kid. I know you'll do good. And he kind of turns around and claps. Come on, man! Let's get this shipment out. We were supposed to be leaving. We're supposed to be leaving the docks 2 days ago. Come on, chop.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. It was an honor meeting you.
And he kind of turns around and gives you and not even turning around, he gives you a thumbs up. And he walks away back into the massive ship.
Well,
as you see the bigger glides just move past you as well.
Well, no luck here, so I guess temporarily you get to keep Mila.
Yay!
Although, apparently, I don't know how close you were, if you heard our conversation.
You were, I assume you guys all were within hearing distance, so you guys heard the conversation between Daken and this Goliath, General.
Yeah.
I'm confused. If anything. There was a lot of information to take in. What do you two take of his tale of apparently us being myths?
It would make sense that we're from different timelines.
Oh no, that much I've pieced together already. That only seemed to make sense due to the advanced technology that me, Isla, and Mistfall have access to that until we met, you, Morgana, and Nezes had never seen before. I pieced that much together. Especially based on my way of transportation and the fact that you don't see a single other person on this island walk around with a phone or have ever heard of a computer.
You don't really have
That's
you
right.
haven't asked around.
Based on what he has observed, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
'Cause, like, in his time, most common households anywhere has computers.
Yeah.
And most people, especially teens, will walk around with their phones. So he goes off of that assumption.
Yeah. But you have seen pretty much like alternatives to a TV being created on the island.
That is true, but from the TV technology, you haven't seen anything from that, hence why he's determining the different timeline pickups.
Fair enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also based on Morgana's backstory being told that it was like long ago, so...
Mm-hmm. So, as you see, just a few Goliaths just run past you with like more crates as they go along. As you came into that dock region, you saw the Goliaths carry 5 like regularly sized crates to you guys. Now they're carrying 8 to 10 compared to like how beefy each Goliath is.
Oh, we should probably head back, I guess. We do have these coordinates I got from an old friend of mine, which are worth exploring.
Sure.
At the same time, do we just want to leave the other 3 behind? I know Mistfall is in the library with Nico. I have no idea where Nezes and Morgana are.
Amida, you do know that Nezes and Morgana are still at the Rusty Nook drinking.
They're still at the Rusty Nook. They're fine.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. They're having a lazy day, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to relax as well, I suppose. I mean, there is the tournament coming up soon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What is the plan right now, Chief? What are you thinking?
If I'm going to be honest, I don't really have a plan.
Well, I guess if anything, then the best idea is to take a tip from the other's book and maybe just head into town, check the festival out, and just maybe relax for a day.
Yeah, that might help.
Especially with what you've experienced today, Amida. You might need a little bit of relaxation.
She
Right.
just nods.
Alright, so you guys are heading into the festival?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Right. So as you approach the city center yet again, you see like a little bit of that the crowds have been a bit calming down as it's going into, I want to assume, late afternoon, early evening at this point. Since you guys have taken a bit of time to like ask around as well, like where the Kenku kid is, and at this point it's like the Kenku's still like, asleep on your shoulder. By the way, Isla, he's just gonna sleep. He's just sleep.
Slap.
Well, yeah, as you guys just look around, some of the crowds have been dispersed, and the festival's going through as usual, and the circus on the side is a bit rambunctious, but you see some stalls, you see some games, you see some merchant stalls as well. What do you guys choose to do? Up to you.
You can stop at one of the stalls if
Could absolutely have a look around, see in the stalls, check for any sort of armor, weapons, any fun activities.
Sounds
Right.
Gucci.
You do notice a couple of normal sized like item shops and like of weapon shops as well in the festival, and you do see a strength game, a ring toss game, and a few crossbow bolt shooting games on the side as well, but different ones with like different creatures like goblins and gnolls, little variations between that as well.
Hey, King of Games, do you want to show off your gaming stuff?
Gaming
Don't need,
stuff.
don't need to ask me twice. Where do we start?
Start with the ring toss here.
All right. Step back, ladies. Let a true king show his powers.
You see a little elven woman just kind of man the stall as well. Like she looks on the younger age, she looks a bit younger than Isla, but not by much. So, and she kind of just perks up into position on her chair and says, "Hey, okay, you wanna play the game? Pay the dime, 5 silver."
5 silver. All right, that's something I can do. If I'm on money.
You have money, boy.
I got 245 gold.
Yeah, 5 silver is not an issue.
10 SPs. That. How much gold? Like, how do I convert that?
Just go on the money. Like, click on the money, and it'll be like 5 silver. Just drop it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
How much silver is there in 1 gold?
I believe it's 10. The 10 copper is
No.
1 silver. 10 silver is 1 gold.
No, you skipped Electrum.
Electrum's the higher. Is it higher or lower?
Higher.
It's in between gold and silver.
Oh, okay.
is
So
it?
yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just 5 silver, and just 5 silver, and that'll be fine.
5 silver, remove. Didn't really remove anything from the currency because I don't have silver coins.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just say for GP you paid just 5 silver, and right. So she reaches from under the stall and gives you 3 rings. Toss them and get a prize. Come on. So roll your d20 and add your dexterity modifier, and that's it. Yeah, just roll a dexterity check for me for each ring to see how well you toss. Straight dexterity check. Yeah.
First one's a nat 20. Second one is a dexterity, that's 16. Am I the one who can't hear anyone, or?
I
He's
couldn't
writing
hear.
stuff down.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
No, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear.
We'll give it a minute.
Yep.
We'll give it
Hello?
a minute.
Be there in a minute.
There he
There you
is.
go.
Okay. Okay. Discord was just having a fit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my internet was having a fit. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Mhm.
So no, I heard you guys fine, but I guess I wasn't clear enough. I guess. For the so that's nat 20 for the first one, 16 for the second one, and what for the third one?
I'm about to roll it now. I was just kind of waiting to see if you were ready.
Mm-hmm.
That is also a 16.
All right. Nat 20, 16, 16. Lovely. Okay. So as you throw the 3 rings, the ring toss system is kind of like 5 balls for 1 row, and it's like a kind of a stepladder system. So it's 5 balls first row, 4, then 3, then 2, and then 1 bigger bottle.
Right. It's a ring toss.
Yeah, it's ring toss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why that's why it was dexterity.
Oh yeah, no, I thought that meant like a ring toss meant like there was like goals that you had to hit and like get the ring around it.
Yeah. It's like you have to get the ring around the bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was just kind of confused for a second because I was thinking when you were saying the bottles, I was thinking like a ball toss to knock them all down.
No.
Instead of a
It's,
ring
you have to
toss.
get the ring around the bottle, pretty much.
Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's fine. So you kind of toss in a flurry, kind of just to show off to Isla, you kind of just toss the 3 rings at once, all at once, and both of them just 2 of them make it onto the top, onto the one of the ones at the top, like the 2 most top ones on one row, and the third one just slides perfectly onto the top, onto the very top one.
Nice.
And the other one is like shocked, just completely flabbergasted.
They don't call me king again. They don't call me king of games for nothing.
There we go.
Okay, interesting. That's never happened before. So I don't even know what to do at this point.
Well, you've never truly been in the presence of the king of games. I'm right here.
Interesting. Okay. She kind of scuffles away, like scuffles from like her chair onto like the bottom of the and she's you kind of just see and hear her rustling through what seems to be like a chest of things, and okay, all right. Let's see here. What can I do? What can I see? Let's see. All right, top prize is, and she. Like from the chest, she just grabs and takes out a massive fucking teddy bear.
Look, Isla, I won you a prize.
Gimme.
It's massive, just 3 foot tall teddy bear.
Keep in mind that you're also carrying this little
Baby.
little baby.
I'm carrying the baby in one hand and the bear in the other.
So Isla's just like collecting stuff at both ends
I'm
at
just
the
there
moment.
like, let's look at
Hell.
this.
Absolutely.
And-
Daken, win me more stuff.
All right, as and a bit more time passes, she and she grabs a gem, and she kind of tosses it over her shoulder, and then she pulls out what seems to be a fresher, cleaner looking dual disc.
That's cool.
For you, Daken, it looks more or less it looks like a pure metal dual disc, but as she hands it over to you, it feels light as air. It's it seems to be completely black with some red accents and a white orb on its top. It looks like it's a regular like Duel Academy dual disc. But it just emanates like, I don't want to use it, but I don't want to use this phrasing, but it has to be said. It just radiates big dick energy.
It radiates that big dick energy.
So, as she hands it to you, as she hands the dual disc to you, you just kind of feel it. It feels even lighter than your regular dual disc.
How? What? I'm not even gonna complain. This is just cool.
It's a dual disc.
Alright, and as you put it on, it just, like, it starts to glow.
Oh.
It unfolds regularly. But as it starts to glow, you see a bit of an emoji-like face just pop up in a hologram from the dual disc itself. And like an AI kind of speaks to you.
Oh God.
Hello.
Brains.
Welcome to Duel Simulation 5000. I am your new dual disc. Glad to meet you. And it turns off.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
You start to fiddle around a bit, and you do find the AI turn off setting, and the gem starts to glow from a white to a blue.
Okay, turned off. Cool.
He's the wind, Playmaker.
So,
Sees the shut up. I sees the shut up.
Shut up.
So, as time passes, what do you guys choose to do? There are a few more stalls around if you guys want to play some stuff or buy some stuff.
More stalls have prizes like this.
I want to try this.
I
I want to try this game.
You know, sure. Let's go check out the strength game.
I want to do that.
I did pull up a tent on my own, like one part of a tent on my own before, so I'm down.
Yeah.
Alright. And Isla, you're kind of preoccupied with this teddy bear in one hand, baby in another. You're kind of just like, you guys just see like a full-on orc just kind of sit at the counter, kind of like commoner clothes, black hair, brushed back, kind of like reaching down to his shoulders.
Oh, Tom's gone.
Oh no. Discord.
The second
Discard!
the second the guy spoke, you disappeared.
God damn it, okay.
The guy
Test
got
your
to-
strength, test your might, come and play the strength game.
Oh.
I want to do it.
Ladies first.
Alright.
Alright,
got
5
this.
silver.
She'll pay up the 5 silver.
Right, no worries. And he like effortlessly hands you like a massive just mallet. It's a strength game like you did before, pretty much. It's kind of like the same thing as the Lunar
typical-
Festival. It's a
typical
typical strength game. You
knock the
hit the
platform,
mallet.
hit the bell.
Yeah,
Knock,
but
knock on the platform, hit the bell.
pretty much. But from the last time you see it's been reinforced to the max at this point. And you kind of see it's a bit. It's like it's massive at this point. It reaches up to 30 feet in height.
Whoa.
Let's do it.
So, you wind up and roll me a strength check, please.
Okay.
You wind up the hammer. It feels rather heavy as well, from what you can feel.
I think Daken was right. I got a nat 20.
I can predict the future. I'm
Fucking
omnipotent.
god.
Thank Dan.
As I say, applaud my supreme power.
Alright. So,
Daken exists. I have created everything.
so as you wind up the massive hammer, strangely enough, as you grab onto it, the hammer just starts to heat up from what you two can see. And as Amida swings it, it starts to erupt in flame and just smash the platform. And as the little thing goes up, it just shoots up and cracks the bell, and the little thing is just stuck.
Oh no.
No.
Like a massive crack of the bell, just ding.
Ding.
What can I say? I love
Ding.
being able to just call the future.
As you can see, just like the little thing just kind of ding the bell and just crack into the bell itself and getting stuck there. You just kind of see the jaw drop on this orc. That is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, this just kind of happens. Strength game with her, tactician games, or most general skill-based games with me.
Do I win?
You can ruin your whole career.
This festival and all their games, Amida and Daken walks in. We're about to end everyone's whole career.
The Lumiere Festival exists. We're gonna end their whole careers.
We're gonna end all their
You're
careers.
gonna end all your career.
Ah, interesting. What can I do? You kind of just see him pull out from like behind his counter like a chest. The best thing I can do. I didn't expect someone to actually win.
You never do. You never do, because these games are usually rigged.
You got that right. Okay.
Admitted it.
Oh, trust me, I've been to enough fairs to understand how the games are rigged. I can
Okay.
still win.
Okay. Alright. He kind of reaches his hand down the chest, and he pulls out a little baggie. This is the rarest thing I know. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but the person who said what this is only told me of its name.
What's that?
It's residuum. It's 500 grams of residuum in this little baggie. I don't know anything else, trust me. If I did, I would tell you. But have this. It's the rarest thing. It's been imported from a country far away from here. And that's all I can tell you. He kind of hands you a baggie. It's a bit hefty. As you open it up, you just see a glittering, powder that glitters in like all sorts of like green shades.
Amida, close the bag and keep that safe. Here with Mistfall, she's been in the library all. Something tells me that this might have come up in her studies.
Probably. And she'll just put it away.
Alright, cool. So, what are you guys doing for the rest of the day, pretty much?
Can I have a go at a stall?
If there's any more are there any more games around? I mean, you're carrying the bear and the baby.
But
Yeah.
I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
Your
Alright,
hands are full.
you do see some crossbow games as well left, and like, but the vendors are pretty spooked about you guys around, pretty much, and are just looking at you guys just scared out of their minds.
We have literally ended the vendor's whole career.
And as you guys just walk away from the strength game, you kind of just see him kind of just shut down the game, like not even try to fix the bell. He's just kind of like shutting it down.
That's it.
I'm
It's done.
sorry.
Good job, Amida.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we have both bamboozled. Isla, your turn.
Come on, Isla.
Alright, okay.
Isla, do you hand over the bear and the bell to Daken or Amida?
The bell.
Okay, I'm good.
The bear and the baby.
There you go.
Okay,
Thank you.
Daken, you hold the bear. Amida, I trust you with the baby.
You trust the child? You trust the child eater with the baby?
I'm not gonna eat a baby. Whatever
I mean-
the fuck I eat is.
You've already.
You
okay.
fed a baby to your snake.
That was from the chest, and I didn't even see what was in it. I do not appreciate this disrespect. I just got you a bear, and you immediately talk
You
shit.
can both look after the baby.
We'll both look after the baby, so it doesn't throw it away and just yeet
I'm
it.
not going to throw it away. Excuse you.
Alright.
You've already thrown away a child at the monastery because he got stuck onto your meat bone.
You fed the snake a child. I don't want
Yeah,
to hear
just-
it.
By
Very
accident.
It wasn't really an accident.
Yes.
The baby's
I
still
don't
kind
know
of asleep, just kind of
I
like.
don't know what's in the chest. I literally turned it around, tried to give it some food, and all of a sudden a baby popped out of it. How was I supposed to know there was a literal living baby inside of the chest?
That chest.
It was that moment. It was like that moment when the baby was coming out of it, and the snake went down. It was at this moment Daken, you fucked up.
But that was an accident. I didn't even know what was in the chest. I thought it was restricted to food items. I didn't know it was gonna pull out a living, breathing baby.
You could have put it
Your
back.
chest produces
No,
snake.
because the chest was literally flipped. The chest was flipped upside down. I didn't pull the baby out and throw it. It was pulled upside down. The baby
That's
just
the
fell into
first
his
child
mouth.
that ever came out of your chest.
Yes, that is the first child to ever come out of my chest.
Let's not forget you actually fed an adult to the Bazera as well.
That we don't speak it. We don't speak it. That was a bad man. Okay, that was a bad man. Trust
Just
me.
a person just falls
No, but as the power of God, I knew that he was a robber and a thief.
Fair dues.
Roll me inside that quick, actually, just to see.
Just
Oh
to say.
gosh.
Just
Hold
to
on,
see.
let me see. I got insight. Where's insight? There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay, it's wisdom, which I have advantage on, and I have a +9 on it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 25.
25.
shit.
So, recalling what the man wore as he went from the chest into the Batserai's mouth, you saw that he was wearing noble clothes.
He was a bastard. He stole from the poor. He made the rich richer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he profited off of tax fraud.
Alright,
He committed
guys.
tax evasion.
It was Fat Yoshi. There you go.
Alright.
See, I always have a reasoning for why he was a piece of shit.
Oh my god!
He deserved death.
Alright, I'll allow it. That's canon.
Yes.
It's canon now.
Alright, so... continuing with the festival, do you see the only stalls at the moment who aren't really looking at you guys and just are focusing on some papers is a stall that sells some magic items and some magic weapons. At the moment, the other game vendors are just staring at you, completely terrified, just completely and utterly terrified.
I just want to meet their eyes. Just go like, you want me to go to you next?
You.
No!
Y'all don't have to be scared of me.
Like, which one of you is next?
Who is it?
I'll let you choose. There's some crossbow games. There's a few like there's like a fortune teller as well on the side in a separate tent.
Ooh.
The
I want to
fortune
go to
teller.
the fortune teller.
That's not a game. That's not a game.
It's a bit of a vendor kind of a deal as well.
Well, if you want to go to the fortune teller, we'll go to the fortune teller.
I want them to tell my fortune.
All right.
I made the shout for the ring game. Amida made the shout for the strength game, so we can go to the fortune teller. Your call.
Yay! I'm gonna bring Berry Boy. That's his name.
You bring Berry Boy and the other one.
And
The other one?
I'll bring Baby. I haven't named Baby yet.
Yeah, Berry Boy and the baby.
Berry
That's why I said the other one, because I wasn't sure which one she was referring to.
Berry Boy is the little bit.
Berry Boy the bird.
Quick question:
Yes.
do either of you speak Infernal?
I speak Draconic, Saiyan, and Hylian.
Nope.
Isla speaks Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Okay.
And Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Saiyan for Amida. I think the only one who speaks Infernal is Nezes.
Yep.
Believe so. But as you approach the fortune teller, in one part in Common, one part in Infernal, it says Fortune Teller Xiao.
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 And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Nani?
Nani.
Dad? Did I just find your sister?
Whoa.
So, before we hop off, a quick bit of announcements. If all goes well, on Friday there should be a one shot on this channel. Willow and the Crying Chill, hosted by myself, and hopefully with some peeps from RTD and from not RTD as well. We'll see what happens with that. I'm still planning everything. Hopefully by Friday we get 6 people around. And next week we'll be back during our usual time at 7 p.m. BST on Sunday. So watch out for that. Hopefully with the entire cast again. But we'll continue that episode later. We'll continue that then, and next week and the week after that we should be back on the regular schedule as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed the ambient music I've been setting up as well. I'll probably have like a command for that for next week as well, hopefully as well. But as well, blah blah blah. All right, but yeah, catch you guys next week for episode number 24, and.
Adios.
Don't forget to love each other. Creepy ain't a crime, but neither is D&D. Cheers. Bye.